We are so grateful that Roman Roofing has given us a free roof. That's not something you get every day.
The day at our golf outing when this was announced, I didn't know this was going to happen. I had to watch it works.
So if anyone's wondering, we're giving away a free roof today to a first responder. So please join me in giving a huge round of applause to this year's most deserving first responder, Mr. Gary Elliot.
And I still am. I think about this, and this is happening, and it's today, and this is a huge relief for us, and we cannot be any more excited about this.
So I've lived here in the seasons now 8 years, and every year there's a golf outing they do for the volunteer fire department that services my area and my community here.
My name is Jennifer. This is my husband, Gary Elliot, a firefighter for U.S. Steel and Lake of Four Seasons.
We've been part of this community for over 10 years now. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 12 years.
Yeah.
We moved in. We bought this house. It's our first home together. We started our family here, and we've been happy here ever since. I volunteer with Fire Force. I enjoy being a volunteer. I enjoy being a fireman. I've been doing it for over 20 years now. There, I work as one of the firemen and one of the paramedics. I volunteer a lot of my time, fortunately, from the family on the ambulance, and that we get to respond locally to all of our neighbors and everyone here in the community. So, to me, that's the rewarding part, to be able to give back in that way.
There's so many selfless people that I still feel to this day don't get enough credit for what they do and how we all benefit from it. We met Gary. This guy is someone who's selfless. He helped train other EMTs and firefighters. He spends so much time away from his own personal family in a lot of ways to protect mine.
Our gutters were okay for the longest time, but the roof was starting to leak a little bit on our side of the house where, Jen and I sleep in our room. There's a couple of times where I would have to go down to the hardware store and pick up a few loose shingles and some paper and some nails and glue, and I'd go up there myself. And every year we're like, oh, we'll take care of it in the summertime. We'll take care of it in the summertime. And then summer after summer, and then something else would come up like, okay, well, we'll do it next year. And then here we are now.
It was mostly birds on the gutters. They were making their nests on the gutters. So we heard it. We're like, oh man, it's going to be hard to get them clean now because there's going to be nests blocking everything. We've been thinking about it for a long time, but just sometimes always something else came up, so it always had to be pushed back, and now it got pushed back too long, and now we get a new roof.
We just don't want to put a new roof on somebody's house that has a new roof. It was, who needs it also? And I mean, he hit all the marks. So this year we set up at that same golf outing here in the seasons. We asked the 2 fire departments if they could nominate someone deserving. So there was a long list of criteria. It was more than just, hey, just pick a guy. You had to be outstanding character, heavily involvement, service record, time on in the department. There was a lot of things. And when we got the submissions, and we did receive multiple submissions for multiple people, but Mr. Elliot received the most.
You gave a really touching speech about the service to the community and what you guys are looking forward to help to give back. And I was like, that's really nice. That's really cool. And then when he announced the recipient and myself, I didn't know what to do. I was just, again, I was at a loss for words. I couldn't think of the right things to say. I didn't know to turn around and just either start to kind of get really emotional halfway through. But again, we are very, very blessed to have this in our life.
I'm just excited about the new skylights that are going in, getting replaced, just because I was just so worried that they were going to break or leak because they were so old. Now I have a peace of mind that they're going to be okay for the next couple of years.
I think for myself, it's, as you said, it's that peace of mind. It's knowing that for the next 20 plus years that this roof is going to still be here. It's going to be in great shape, and I'll be able to just rest easier at night and not have to worry about laying down at night, looking up and wondering what's going to happen next with this.
I'm so happy that Gary finally got some recognition too as well, because he does put a lot of time and effort, and he gives it his all when he does do his fire stuff, his firefighting stuff down at the station, and I'm just so proud of him.
Roman's Roofing is a company I own and I work in a lot of times. We're a smaller outfit, but we always wanted to give back in remembrance of, the fallen, I do mean that, the fallen heroes from September 11th. Again, we just thought this was a great day to try to honor someone locally. To me, it's the least that we can do from a company side, and I just hope other people can too. If the nice people that are out there, the good people that are out there, and it's You know, everybody does something for somebody, and they don't always feel or get the recognition for it. I think you get what you give, and at the end of the day, if I'm able to help somebody by putting on a roof, I think that's really phenomenal. And I think that's the least I can do as someone that not just in this community, but as a small business owner.
Again, that comfort that this is bringing is so valuable. That's what we're happy with.